In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Grab her by the pussy.
One talks about it, one really did it. This episode of Freedom Friends Podcast experienced a little bit of technical difficulties, guys.
Because once again, our producers are fucking worthless.
I'm blaming Rob. It was probably actually Justin, but Rob's my scapegoat.
We're not actually blaming anybody.
Yeah, we are.
The camera got fucky.
It wasn't my fault. I'm sitting here.
So for some reason, we're making a video to apologize for the fact that there's no video for all 4 of you that actually watch the video content that we create for the show. So
I will tell you this much: you didn't miss anything. We didn't really talk about anything.
They're going to hear us.
They're going to hear us. They're just not going to see us.
They're just not going to watch John fall asleep several times.
Yeah. You might hear him snoring a little bit,
It was a long weekend.
It was a long weekend.
For those of you who do watch,
At any rate, the video got fucked up, but to be honest with you,
up.
go read the fucking channel description. We promised you mediocre at best. So there you go. Mediocre. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, for the rest of you, enjoy the show. We don't ask Scott how he's doing because he's always great. They named a whole generation after him.
Yeah.
And paper towels.
Fuck boys.
Fuck you guys.
Hey,
Oh, wait, no, fuck boys.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Well, we are going. Like, we fucked with him. I figured he was fucking with us again.
Yeah, well, that's
Shit.
why I said fuck boys.
Fuck boys.
Well,
Should we try this again? 1, 2, 3.
fuck boys. There it is. What's up, everyone? Welcome to this fucking shit show, the Freedom Friends.
It's that time of week again for America's best mediocre podcast, the Freedom Friends, coming to you not even fucking close to live.
Not even close.
From the Warfighter Tobacco Studios in beautiful Johnny Boy.
San Antonio, Texas.
There it is. Texas, as in the greatest country in the world.
The greatest.
Yep.
Hands down, the greatest country
It's
in the
another
world.
warm one today.
It is quite hot
Yeah,
outside.
toasty.
So
But
those
you know what,
of you
goddammit?
might hear some fucking fuzz
Yeah,
in
you're
the...
going to hear some fuzz because we had to leave the AC on. It's fucking
yeah,
hot.
we're not turning that bitch off.
Yeah, it's fucking rowdy.
As we sit here in this metal box.
But we've got drinks, we've got cigars, and we've got semi-fine gentlemen. I don't know what are we calling ourselves?
Where are they?
Classy bros.
Oh,
We're a bunch of classy bras in this
bros.
Like
fucking
if somebody
place.
was like, hey, do you know those guys? I'd be like, yeah, they're okay.
Look, they're friends of mine, but that doesn't. I'm not vouching for the person. They're like, hey, they are
I
as
like
people.
It's like
good
they're
guys.
assholes, but they, I mean,
I love
it's
fucking
like,
good dudes.
Yeah, they're good dudes. They're fucking good
I love
dudes.
fucking good dudes.
they're good. They're you know they're assholes, but they're like our asshole.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they're lovable assholes.
Yeah,
'cause I think
that's what I like to think myself as. I'm
It's a
just,
lovable asshole.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
It's
I'm
more like
that.
you're more like an asshole that's been loved.
That could be it.
What, like a prolapsed asshole? Or-
That's too much love.
Yeah,
That's overly loved butthole.
or not loved enough.
Little pink sock action.
Yeah.
Oh.
all right, moving
What, are you
on.
growing a mushroom farm over there? What the fuck is going on?
Ah, Jesus.
Yeah. Girl's butthole's looking like a 1-up.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why anybody listens.
This is already off the fucking rails.
2 minutes in.
Can we start over?
Is that a record? That might be a
I don't know.
record.
Let's get back on track here.
Johnny boy, can I just tell you how much I appreciate your Crocs?
Oh, thank you. You know, I appreciate yours too.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. You know, the only downfall though is I can't do the
Yours are way-
Flocon de Neige in mine.
Yeah, see, I'm actually 100%
I haven't signed off
authorized.
on those. Yeah.
No.
I'm 100% authorized to use
Only
mine
yours.
for
You're
Flocon de
fucking
Neige.
shiny size 11s.
The request has to be sent in triplicate.
That's true. Yeah.
Notarized and timestamped
Notarized
too.
timestamp. $200 tax stamp.
Per pair of shoes.
Per pair. Per pair.
We should add like a layer onto our Patreon. It's like Flocon de Neige, $200.
Flocon de Neige. No, it's just Flocon de Neige tax stamp for Crocs. $200.
Yeah. Yeah. You get them
And
for...
then you have to mail them in so they
And
can
we
be
have to
inspected.
serialize it.
And then we have to serialize it and send it back.
Yep.
There you go.
That'd be fucking funny.
Holy shit. Scotty.
That'd
Yes.
be some devoted motherfuckers.
Right? Scotty, I want to know. Because I think I have a good idea.
Yeah.
How was your weekend, buddy?
It was good. It was a long weekend. I literally started drinking Friday about 2, and
Attaboy.
I stopped when I got home on Sunday.
As you do.
That a boy.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
So
Yeah.
I'm not mad at
went
it.
camping the whole time. Got some sun. I missed.
I heard you got a racing stripe. Look at that.
I missed a spot with my son.
He is
screen.
He is now sticker tuned.
Yeah.
It's just-
He's a coaster, you fucking animal.
Cooster?
Cooster.
a coaster.
Did you notice the back of them?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
She left you guys little
Glorious penises.
little dick presents on the back of these.
Johnny's.
Way to derail that conversation.
Mikey's wife. It was weird. I even put the Y at the end
Yeah,
of it.
not Johnny's.
I
Yeah.
was like, no, I don't have
Made
one
us
of
some
those.
coasters. So we got some Warfighter. Some
Got that
Warfighter
one. We
coasters.
got one over here that's got the array on there. Well, most of it at least. And a dick.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
more do you need?
And a dick.
Show me all the dicks.
I got this one. She made the
The victory one?
yeah, but this one she had to be
Oh,
black
yeah.
on the back, so you can.
Oh, yeah.
It's a black dick. You just can't see it because
Oh, is
it's
that
in
what
the
it is?
dark. It's like a black dick.
Either
in the
that or
dark.
it's a white dick and it's just too small to see.
That could be it,
That
too.
should be Jazz's. He's
That's
used
true.
to seeing
He's
black
I'm
he's
not-
actually the black dick aficionado here.
I have the most experience out of the group.
He's seen a lot of black dick. I mean, whether
God,
it was his
I
trip
don't
to
want to admit it.
Africa
Yeah,
or
that's
his
the problem is
friend.
I don't want to admit it,
Or his
but
childhood.
that statement is probably true.
It's probably really true, dude.
Yeah, I think out of this group, I probably have the most exposure to black dick.
Like I've been to Africa,
yeah,
but I don't remember seeing a whole lot of dick there.
You didn't go
Yeah.
bungee jumping?
I did not.
Saw that in National
dude.
Geographic one time.
But they don't use bungees.
Yeah, I know.
They use vines.
Yeah.
yeah, they don't use vines either. It's just each other.
Yeah.
Just a,
And they
it's what
don't-
they call a rope swing.
But they don't measure.
They just tie their foreskin together, and one guy hangs on one end of a branch, and one guy hangs on the other. He's like, "I'm going."
They dock on the top, and as soon as they get to the bottom,
Oh, it's like a Chinese handcuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
the finger cups.
So got hammered when camping.
There's a
Yeah.
monkey
There you go.
tickles his balls.
Because I don't know where
and
the
then he gets
fuck
bonered.
this
know.
went off the rails.
Derails.
How do you get them to release?
Holy hell!
John, what'd you do this weekend?
Oh Jesus!
Got his legs sunburned.
Yeah, I did. I got a little a mild lobster going on. No, I did the same thing. I went down the river.
That's a well done lobster, sir.
Yeah, it's definitely fucking well done lobster. Didn't use sunscreen except for on my head, which is why my head didn't burn,
Yeah.
and it still has a fucked up tan line on the back.
Bright white.
Not to mention a hairline.
No, there's no hair in there anymore.
Yeah.
Not much.
He seemed to have.
I drove too much with convertible with the top down.
Like, how white would Jazz's head be if he shaved his head?
You have no idea.
It would be like fucking.
It would be about as white as my legs were before they turned pink.
Yeah.
It would be like it would look like me, just fucking pale. Fucking.
No, I know
pasty
what
white.
happens because when I joined the army and they decided to shave all my hair off,
Yeah.
I was that guy that like by day
Fucking
two,
blinding people.
day two, like I was literally peeling off skin that had little holes in it where my hair follicles were. Like
Jesus.
I was that fucking guy because my hair is so thick
Yeah.
that like sun had never seen my scalp, and so it just fucking cooked my head.
See, my hair has never seen mine.
Yeah, because I wasn't smart enough to go shave it all off before I went.
I know that struggle.
Yeah.
I know that struggle.
Well, it did. I just can't remember when.
I shaved it all off before I went to boot camp.
Yeah, I
but-
wasn't smart. I did not make that smart.
Oh,
call.
it didn't stop them from just grinding the fucking
Yeah,
clippers
it
over
doesn't
my
matter.
bald head anyways.
It doesn't matter. They're gonna do it either way. and
Oh,
charge
Yeah,
you.
but I at least
That's
could
the
have
biggest
gotten
fucking racket.
I at least could have gotten a bit of a tan.
You have to get a haircut and you have to pay them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't want either. I don't want a haircut. I don't want to pay that dude. I want to go downtown. Nope. Like, wait, I don't know if you can force me to spend my. Okay, here's my $6. Thanks.
Yep,
Sorry.
yep.
My bad.
Totally can.
I'll do push-ups now.
All right, so got hammered when camping.
Yeah.
Got hammered when camping.
No, just got hammered.
Didn't go
camp.
camping. Oh,
No.
you were
Yeah.
you were day drinking.
Yeah,
You were
we
day
drove down,
tripper.
hung out.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't get that drunk this weekend. No, I really didn't because I had to drive. So my sister got fucking hammered.
Good for her.
She's fucking
My
white girl
wife got
wasted.
hammered.
When's she heading
That
back?
girl's a
about
fucking
2 weeks.
emergency response nurse. She get hammered when you want, girl.
Fucking
Fucking
A.
hold it down.
Fucking A.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jazz, how about you, man? How was your weekend?
I had a good weekend, man. I fucking Saturday. We got hooked on the show called Last Kingdom on
Oh,
Netflix.
that's pretty good.
How was that?
It's really good.
I've heard it's
super
really
good.
Yeah.
It's about the founding of England and
Yeah.
like when the Danes were still hanging out and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. It's 4 seasons out on it, and we'd watched the first 2 seasons a couple years
The
ago.
Plantagelets or whatever.
And
the
the
house name
Saxons, and then
was? Yeah.
the Danes and all that kind of stuff. It's really good. We watched the first 2 seasons a couple years ago, and they came out. Didn't realize that a 3rd season had come out, and then saw that the 4th season came out like a week ago. So it was like, oh shit, gotta catch up. So Saturday, did some stuff around the house. Went and did a bit of shopping at all my favorite places. Pretty much all the places that sell gun parts. So went and spent a little bit of money on the wifey.
Yep.
And then spent the rest of the day watching Last Kingdom and drinking bourbon.
Did you find ammo?
Yeah.
Who's got it?
Well, what are you looking for?
223 556.
No.
Okay.
Go on,
For the ammo I was looking for? Yeah, found it all day.
Well, yeah, because nobody's got
Nobody
224
looking for that
Valkyrie.
motherfucker.
It's like I've had no problem finding 6.5.
Yeah.
Like,
Valkyrie is easy as fuck. Actually, I did have somebody that reached out to me and said that they had 9mm ammo, and then they told me the price, and I was like,
I was there for that.
oh, dude, some of these people, I'm like, fuck you and your price gouging bullshit.
yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry. And he's a buddy, too.
Yeah.
And he still sent me that price, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen, bud.
Yeah.
And I almost, like, screenshot the same page from Academy, where it's, like, when it's not out of stock, it's $99 for it, and they wanted $179 for it, and I was like,
fuck you.
I'm not paying you double. Like,
For how much? How many?
500 rounds.
Oh, that one when I was there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, because I pulled it up real quick, and I'm like, look, you can get it all day right now for this. And so Jazz texted him. The guy's like,
No. That was the 5.56 ammo that they wanted. And he wanted like $329 for 500 rounds or whatever. And I was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And I was
But
like,
it's funny
dude, that's like
'cause
70 cents a round.
I
He's like, what do
literally-
you typically pay? I was like, about 25 cents.
Yeah, I pulled it up online, and I'm like, it's right here. And he's like, oh, well, that's, you're thinking about different stuff. And I'm like, scrolled up the page. I'm like, it's right there. The exact product that he's talking about is right here.
Same dude sent me a message, and I get it. Like, he's not controlling it. It's his gun store that he works for or whatever. But
Is it our buddy?
yeah. So
Really?
he sent me a thing of fucking Federal 9mm, like that plastic bucket with the red lid. It's got 500 rounds in it.
Yeah.
That you can go to any fucking Academy or whatever your local sporting goods store is, and it's typically $99 for that fucking 500 round plastic bucket.
Sure.
And they wanted $179, and I was like, "Ain't gonna fucking happen, Chief."
Yeah,
like,
you go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So,
it'll happen. That's just not from you.
yeah, somebody will do it.
And
But
that's the
one good thing about when
Dilemma.
Scott had the gun store is it didn't matter what the fucking scare was. Our markup was our markup.
yeah,
that was it.
And I appreciate that. Like,
Well,
and,
but the reason why we did that is because once that scare was over, we actually had customers still.
Oh, yeah. People,
You're right.
people come
and
back.
people remember
I would
that.
much rather say I don't have any than I have a whole bunch for twice what it should be.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I mean, so we went to a couple places, and the stores that we did go to that bought stuff from, yeah, I mean, even the gun stores right now look a little trim. Like when you go in, the guys that usually have like this massive stock
Yeah,
that's everywhere.
sure.
You go in, everything's looking like I couldn't find a fucking trigger guard when we were out fucking
Yeah.
looking around. I'm like, out of all the fucking
was
parts
like-
to not have around,
I told him, I was like, I got a pink one.
I got
He's like,
a few at home.
Yeah, I got a couple.
I'll give you one.
how do you not have a trigger guard? Like I couldn't find the mag pull one. I couldn't find just a mil spec one. I just couldn't find a fucking trigger guard. I was
Yeah.
like,
I'm sure.
but
I have one.
I got like
I know
2 or 3.
So-
Scott, I know you have a fuckload of just standard flat
Yeah.
mil-spec ones.
But and ultimately it's not even my gun, so she can it's whatever she wants. But so I bought a bunch of gun parts, went home, built it, got her eye focus and stuff dialed in, and then drank and watched Last Kingdom, and then Sunday got up and kind of tooled around the house, did some of the errands, and then got to go out to the gun range and actually fucking squeeze rounds off, which
Nice.
was nice. I had enough ammo that I was able to pull out some of mine and fire some rounds off and have a little bit of fun, and
Thanks for the invite.
didn't go crazy or
Tight
whatever.
invite, bro.
I already knew what you were gonna say.
Let's head invite.
I would, but Haley wants me to stay here because she's got the kids.
No, that's not what I would have said at all.
So
I got
Actually, I would've
got
probably
a
sent
call.
her.
I got a call Sunday morning from Jazz.
Did you?
I did. I was on my way to the river.
yeah, but I already knew you were doing
I
stuff.
know,
that
but
day.
I was like, hey, sorry, bro, can't go. He's like, that's cool. I didn't invite you anyways.
So we went out.
At least he's honest about it. Shit.
No, we actually didn't even talk about that.
We didn't even talk about because I already knew he was
busy.
busy that day. No, the whole reason it was just a 0 day. We didn't even go out to like do any sort of fun shooting. It was literally just zeroing.
Were you RDI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we we got that one close to zero. I got my AR finally zeroed because I don't know how long that thing's been sitting around with optics on it and completely fucked up. But
Just hanging out.
yeah. So got it zeroed. Fired my 270 bolt gun for the first time.
Hey, how'd she roll, man?
Ask him about that. It's great.
Now some backstory. This 270 bolt gun has some meaning to it.
Yeah, it's a sentimental gun. The action, the trigger, all of that, phenomenal. The chassis that motherfucker lives in, though, is such a giant piece of shit. I fired 3 rounds through that bitch and was like, all right, I'm done. Like, that was good enough. I don't need to fire this anymore.
How's your shoulder feel?
Fuck, I've got a bruise.
Yeah.
Motherfucker-
It'll third nipple you, dude.
Yeah, it fucked me up.
Yeah.
And I've got a bruise because I've gotten really spoiled being on buffer guns.
Yeah.
And then
Heavy guns.
or heavier
Yeah.
guns and stuff like that. So I take this super light 270
Yeah.
and
That's
had about as much rearward pressure on it as I would on any of my other guns, and then pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
And that thing,
I get reminded every deer season.
it hopped off the bench. And I had it on a bench, on a bipod, like it came off the bench. I completely lost sight picture. It chucked that bitch into my shoulder, and I was like, all right. So then I tightened up and squeezed off 2 more rounds, and then I was out there with Justin and Caitlin, and I was like, hey, Justin, you want to shoot it? He's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll give it a go. He got behind it and went, boom. Yep, that was enough. And then Caitlin, like a champ, got behind it and pulled the trigger too. That chassis is awful. It is so light that the energy just goes right into your
shoulder.
Oh,
Is it
it's awful.
just the plastic stock or what?
It's that hollow cast plastic chassis.
Yeah, it's the fucking
it's
stock one.
so awful.
It's the same thing that's on my 270 right now. Like
It was awful.
But that's like
I've never shot my 270 either.
when all these civilian snipers I talk to that want to have this 338 Lapua Magnum, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to be able to shoot 2,000 fucking yards." It's great.
I can do that with my 6.5, bro.
Recoil management
Yeah.
is something everybody underestimates.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I fired that weapon. If I had to do a follow-up shot, that target would no longer be
Yeah.
there.
When you
by
have
the
to-
time I was able to reacquire where the fuck my gun just went to.
When you have to worry about like getting yourself under control and then the gun,
Yeah,
like, you know,
it was
yeah.
ridiculous.
Well, I think that's the entire reasoning behind us picking gas guns for
recoil
you know,
management.
for the ladies to use for mammoth.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because
So part of the reason I preach 6.5 though in a bolt gun is because recoil is less than a 308.
Yeah.
And it's so much easier to shoot a 6.5, and they're just inherently more accurate.
Yeah. And the fact of the matter is that a heavier gun is going to have far less felt recoil.
Yeah.
And the weapon's not going to move around as
Well,
much
that-
when you
you-
fire the weapon.
You probably have a muzzle brake on it that is doing some good.
Oh, that's the other thing, is that my 270,
Right.
it's a freaking
just a fucking barrel.
It is
Yeah.
just a barrel.
Yeah.
Like, there is nothing to mitigate any sort of energy in that weapon. Like,
Does it even have a
it's just-
scope on it, or is it just
Yeah,
like
it does, but it's
iron
garbage.
sight? Yeah.
Tell you what, you sit all day behind that, like a fucking vortex piece of glass, and then you get on the piece of shit that's on top of that 270 right now, and
Get
you're
on a
like,
Bushnell, and you're like, ugh.
And for all you guys watching on YouTube, I think John fell asleep.
Are we boring you, John, over here?
No, I was just waiting for it to get fun.
I like how we start talking about gun behavior, and all of a sudden he perks up. He's
Yeah,
like,
right?
yeah, let's fucking talk about this.
Usually that's when I check out. Actually, the technical stuff's when I check out. But
That's where I thought it
Yeah,
was
but
going.
we were
I
just
was like,
talking about
God.
behavior. I'm not going to
Yeah.
get into fucking this ballistic versus that ballistic. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, but to be honest with you, after what, week 7 now of being locked up in the house,
11.
Fucking, it's
No,
been
it's 12.
84
11.
years.
I think it's 11.
whatever it is, just getting a chance to go be on a gun range
Yeah.
and actually just like pull trigger and be out like in the sun and, you know, even limited as it was, and it was a 0 day and everybody fucking hates 0 day.
For sure.
It was still so refreshing to just to be able to be out and go do something I enjoy and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I'm going to say I had a really good weekend,
Nice.
strictly because I got to go squeeze some rounds off and see the wife get behind her new toy and
Fucking A, man.
pull a trigger. And again, it was one of those satisfactions of like, I brought in all the parts, I put it all together, and then pulled the trigger, and it went bang like on the first try,
And it worked. Yeah.
and it worked
and
flawlessly and
even
everything.
better,
And
it went bang on the second try.
Yeah.
That too.
That's half the battle in a semi-auto.
Yeah, so it's
That's the heartache I'm feeling on my 6.5 right now.
yeah, it's cycled like a
forgot to
champ.
bring
Like
again.
I mean, it was great. I have to say, really, really, really happy that modern barrels don't have that crazy bedding proofing process anymore.
Yeah.
Like
It depends on the rifle, not the barrel.
yeah. So I've determined that all the mistakes we had on that were not because it was a new barrel, but because I have very little experience setting up a scope like that
right
on a rifle like that. It was.
I could tell by looking at it.
Oh yeah.
This fucking guy.
No, they've already said the mount needs to be lower.
Yeah, well, not only that. No, the mount's fine. But when you
No,
look,
Caitlin can't get good.
Yes, she can. Her cheek weld is fucked up.
but when you look for somebody that's new to mounting scopes, there's a gap here and a gap here, and they should be even on both sides, all the way around.
I already
all
knew
four.
you guys were gonna fuck with it.
Yeah,
No, I already knew that. I knew when I brought it. It was like I wouldn't be surprised if one of you just took it and was like, I'll fix this and bring it back to you.
Not it.
not it.
I said it first.
There you go.
I've already
actually-
done one of his and one of Mikey's.
So I'm gonna take like the you can give a guy a fish or you can teach him to fish. I'm gonna teach you guys how to fish, and then I'm never gonna fucking help you again.
No, that'd be fantastic because
Fishing is easy. You don't need to teach
When's the
anybody
last time
how
you
to
caught a
fish.
fish?
3-4 weeks ago.
When's what I'm saying
Last
though?
time I
I'm
tried.
not talking about your kid's fish tank.
The last time
No,
I tried
so-
to catch a fish.
the other reason that I know that that's all.
You fucking Marine.
The other reason that I know the setup is off is I'm ordering one of those ones to actually make sure that it's like as tight as it's supposed to be or whatever.
Oh,
Because all
a
it comes
torque
with is
wrench?
that
Yeah.
stupid little Allen key.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to
Yeah.
get any sort of consistency out of that motherfucker.
You just need a calibrated elbow.
2 grunts and a groan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After your 50th scope or so, you just start to know about where it needs to be.
You just like look.
Sure.
I can just
So
tell
since
by,
I'm
like,
2 in,
Yeah.
we're gonna go with. I'm just gonna order that little $50. It goes beep when it hits the right number.
It goes beep.
Yeah, like
What's the one that you have that fucking
Like Caldwell.
mine goes click.
yeah, the little yellow one.
Yeah, yeah.
You put it on there, and it goes
Yeah.
boop when you're
It clicks.
or clicks or whatever. That's,
It like slips. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm gonna order.
Yeah, those were great.
Yeah.
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 Make sure you order it in inch pounds.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, the pound feet.
Don't be getting
60, right?
Snap! Like, oh, that was weird.
60 foot-pounds. It should work fine.
Yeah, right.
It's fine.
No problems.
18 inch pounds
There was what were
converted
we,
to foot pounds is 432.
we were dividing a foot-pound torque wrench to try to get inch-pound something one time. We're like, in theory,
Doesn't even go that low.
Yeah, but this was like right on that cusp.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
fuck.
Because I have
I don't remember. What we were doing.
I have a really nice torque wrench.
There's some shit on like Harleys that it's like
Not that kind.
you know you
Yeah,
need to
it's meant for
you
working on my car.
torque this to 144 inch pounds, and you're like, well, that's like 12 foot pounds.
This goes down to
And then
15.
you look at your big torque wrench, and you're like, this starts at 50. And I don't have an inch
You're
one
sitting
sitting
there dialing it
around.
all the way down. You're like,
And then
this
well,
might be
the
12.
best part is like you're sitting there and you're trying to figure out like, okay, what's 12 foot pounds of, you know, and you're like, fuck, I don't.
2 grunts and a, two grunts and a groan, bro. 2 grunts and a groan.
No, when
Fuck
you were asking her about eye relief, and it's part of. I've started with her. My theory on it was if she's going to learn how to approach her rifle, I would rather you two just take that over,
Yeah,
just so that none of my habits are in it, none of my preferences are in it. I would just rather just have one consistent teacher through that whole thing. But I had to change even her cheek weld approach because she was dropping her head into the rifle instead of kind of resting on the rifle.
Right.
And that's why when we first put her on there, she was like, I can't see anything. And I'm like, so I get in front of her and look down and she's got her head like kicked all the way
yeah.
over. And I was
Yeah.
like, no. It needs to.
Yeah.
I know it looks like they're putting their cheekbone on it, but it's not. It's you're low and then it's squishing everything up and it just looks like it's there. Your head should be more vertical
Cheek
than not.
weld and eye relief.
But once she got that, she was behind it, and I was like, "Are you comfortable? Are you straining anything? Are you holding your head up? Are you?" And she's like, "No." And I was like, "Okay, then you're good, but it shouldn't be an effort to be behind your
What I
rifle."
always
Yeah.
did for like students that had a problem, like because when you're shooting a sniper rifle, the biggest thing is consistency. So you got to put your head the same spot every time. is I take a piece of tape and put a little pebble under the tape, and like you want to use like duct tape so it's pliable,
Right.
But then they would know that little rock would hit the same spot every time, and they'd get to like memorizing that, and that was the best way for me to be able to, if somebody was a fucking soup sandwich, to be able to get them to
Yeah,
because it makes a difference.
She took to it really quick, which was you just get lower, and I was like, you shouldn't be tilting your head.
You just want to do it the same each time. So
Nice.
And then she took to the idea really quick of like, you shouldn't be straining behind the rifle. Like you should be in a relaxed position behind it. And she took to that really
It's
well.
harder to do it like from a standing position to like getting in the prone, like keeping your face from like moving forward or backwards.
Yeah, it changes.
That's where that little pebble comes in handy.
The only thing that we had to work on was I realized we were telling her to make adjustments, and I'd watch her like wiggle her body to the left or right, and I was like, no. Like you don't change your sight picture in order to put your reticle where you want it. You need to be re-aiming the gun to the your weapon and your body shouldn't move. You should be moving the end of the weapon.
See, I disagree, man. Natural point of aim comes from the body position.
No, it does.
Changing your target by changing your body.
Say I'm trying to do this.
Yeah.
If I just move it, if I move my head a little bit. So that's why parallax is super important.
Yeah.
And that's why having your head on there the same place is important.
No. 100%. But I'm talking like, when I'm talking, are you talking about natural point of aim, or are you talking about?
He's talking about changing the aiming point.
So when I was saying aim towards the right edge of the target to see if we were pushing left or whatever, I would watch her like wiggle her body to the left, but the weapon wouldn't move. So like visually, she was changing her sight picture.
Right.
And so it looked like she was aiming where I asked her to, but the whole freaking weapon
yeah.
system needs to move.
Yeah. Including like your body is the weapon system at that point.
Right, it needs to be one movement. But instead she would
body's always been the weapon
oh
system.
shit. But she would do that little hip shuffle where she would like roll, but Mikey, the weapon wasn't moving.
Have you ever pulled a pin on a grenade and it was a dud?
That's my body.
That's John's weapon system.
Yeah. You're like, God, shit, son of a bitch. That was it? Fuck. Oh,
now we gotta stand. Now we gotta stay clear for like 3 hours.
That's disappointing.
Now that we lost all the listeners,
but it's 100% self-effective. That's the.
No, totally.
It goes off every time I fucking pull a pin.
Mikey, how was your weekend?
Yard work and shit. Had some stuff to do since I had fucked off the last weekend out killing hogs and whatnot. So
now I know you're upset
God's
about the
work.
range.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would have rather have not. No, I did some yard work, did some hanging out with the kids and shit. Very low key. Didn't do much.
Hey, so Texas opened up on Friday. What'd you guys do?
Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because San Antonio didn't open.
We were like responsible adults.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it opened up.
Well.
As of this episode, it opened up.
We social distance like champs.
Over
there was
a
not
week
much
ago.
responsibility there.
There didn't need to be. I stayed 6 feet away from everybody that was in the river.
Yeah.
I mean, it opened up Friday, but it's like I said before. Cool, you're gonna open. Everything I was buying anything from was already fucking open.
Yeah.
Like I could already do that.
There's a
like,
little Thai place that just opened up, and I'm fucking so excited for that.
that's like what nobody
Is
realizes.
that the
It's like,
massage parlor that you're talking about?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Different kind of Thai place.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they opened up yet.
Put that anywhere, Mikey.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Shake and bake
Well, I mean-
Thai restaurant.
The shake and bake. Handies and Sandies.
Yeah.
Some Sandos.
Oh shit! Our production team is so disappointed in you dropping things right now.
That wasn't his fault. It stuck.
Yeah, right.
Just
We
like
only
every
have
time
one
I dropped
person that
everything.
Drop shit enough. All right.
Hey, when's the
All
last
right.
time I dropped something?
Last week.
Last week, yeah.
Fuck all of you.
Every fucking episode ever.
Yeah,
I thought I was doing good.
4 times.
I thought I was doing good.
God damn it!
I mean, Jesus.
So what's a fucking life topic here?
What's everybody drinking real quick? Because I've seen that
yeah.
we're all going low.
Well, we
Yeah.
have a thank you that we need to send out
Yeah.
for this particular cocktail, and we did take some advice on this one because this is a
Where's
Wisconsin brandy sour
Where's the? Oh, here it's hiding.
or brandy old fashioned
This is a Wisconsin brandy
that we got
old-fashioned
from
sour.
I think we mentioned it last
We got
week.
this from Pete.
It's right there.
Pete from Wisconsin.
Yeah, Pete from
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
But we're actually trying
And
it. This
we
time.
did talk about the brandy on the show last week, but we're actually trying it. We did go with the brandy old fashioned as recommended.
Yeah.
So this is
This is what he had said.
Drink We've already read that, Mikey. We don't need to read
We
it
already
again.
read that too.
But
Well,
he asked
let
what
me
we're
read the
drinking.
fucking bottom of my glass.
Yeah,
then.
it was good.
We're reading. We're drinking Drink Wisconsinbly brandy old fashions. So
okay. I'm
fucking
doing this the right way.
Thanks, Pink. Pete.
Pink.
Pink.
I'm just gonna chug that.
Thanks,
bitch.
Pink.
Good job. Wow, that's how you drink an old fashioned right there. Fucking A.
Get it, boy.
There you go.
No gag reflex at all. I like that.
I tried.
It was almost in the ashtray.
So for
that would
the
have been awesome.
99.5% of our people that listen to us on podcasts, he just tried to catch a cherry in his mouth and it didn't work.
Yep. Didn't work at
Well,
all.
that time.
End of story.
So yeah, thanks, Pete. Anyways,
It's not bad. It's definitely much better after the hit of the bubbly.
hey fellas, I have a game I'd like to play.
Oh, sweet
And,
Jesus
and
Christ.
this is going to involve the production team too.
I asked you this already, but I'm going to ask you again.
Let me grab my revolver out of the office quick.
no.
Oh,
This is,
different game.
oh,
different
different
game.
game.
No,
Different
Are we
game.
going Russian?
We're gonna play.
What's going on here?
So
Different
Mikey's
game.
gonna be the judge, and we're gonna play. It's called "Who's in My Mouth." So we're gonna turn all the lights off. Mikey has to guess who's in his mouth.
Nah, dude, I'm not so good at this game.
Like that
No,
was
Mikey has to
that was
guess.
that was
Oh,
funny.
Mikey's
That was funny
guessing.
when Dane Cook did it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But you're a little behind that one, man. You're a little off over on that
Ooh,
joke.
called out. God damn.
Okay.
He's like, fine, fuck
What's
you,
this
whatever.
game?
So
Hey, can you get me a ball Jameson while you're over there?
yeah, absolutely.
My bottle or your bottle? Don't hand off my bottle. I'm gonna be fucking salty about it.
God,
I only
fucking
share with
shut
Scott.
up. His bottle is in the front. I was hoping he was just gonna reach and grab it.
These are me and Jazz's bottles. You already drank yours.
Here, buddy, I got you.
I'll take the black stuff.
Here, I get this if you want it.
What is that?
Thanks.
There you go, guy.
What is that?
That's all I'm gonna do.
Little Tully do.
Oh, little Tully.
It was in my cooler all weekend, and the
Tully?
label came off.
It's very clean. Very.
Yeah.
So I took
Very
this.
hospitable.
I took this fucking quiz online, and it's who said it,
Oh Christ.
Trump or Biden.
Oh, I'll play this.
So
Let's go.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep score for Scott. Justin, if you could keep score for Jazz, and Rob, if you could keep score for John. And I'm curious how many you guys are gonna get right. So I'm gonna.
Do we all answer at the same time, or do you ask us individually?
I'm gonna ask a question. Each one of you pick who you think said it.
And then we'll
then-
say the answer.
Yeah.
He just won't say who it was until the end.
Okay.
Yeah. I stopped in Singapore to meet with a guy named Lee Kuan Yew, who most foreign policy experts around the world say is the wisest man in the Orient. Was that Biden or Trump?
I'm gonna say
This guy's name was Leak on you.
I'm gonna say Biden.
This sounds made up.
This does say Lee Kuan Yew. Yeah. Probably damn.
This is made up.
Biden.
You're saying Biden?
Yeah.
Jazz?
I'm saying Biden.
Yeah, I'm going with Trump.
You're going with Trump?
Yeah.
It is Joe Biden. Said
Yeah,
it.
fucking call
It's
it.
because
That's one for me.
Yeah.
yeah, we're here too. Yeah.
All right. Next one is from Phoenix to Flagstaff, from Mesa to Yuma, to the Red Sox of Sedona, the Red Rocks, not Red Sox, to the Red Rocks of Sedona. This great state was settled by some of the toughest men and toughest and most beautiful women to ever walk the face of the earth. Was that Biden or Trump?
Trump.
Trump.
I'm gonna go with Biden.
You going with Biden?
Yeah.
That was Trump.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
beautiful woman gave it away.
You keeping track there,
So did
boys?
the alliteration of the.
Yeah, that's probably just, yeah.
Well,
All
most of the stuff with Biden is just
Biden 2020, I smell a victory.
that should totally be his slogan.
Yeah, I fucking agree. His
know
campaign
what?
manager sucks.
He might fucking win if he tried it. Shit.
Right?
He needs to
oh,
call
fuck,
me.
At least he's honest.
Joe-
I sniff a victory.
Joe, call me. I got ideas.
All right. I think
We're lost and so am I. Let's find a way together.
She'll let the Freedom Friends be your campaign management team.
That'd be great.
all right.
All I need is a cabinet slot. Let's do this.
I think I probably have a much higher IQ than you do. I suspect. I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours, if you'd like, Frank. Joe or Donald?
Oh, that's Donald.
Donald.
That's
All
Donnie.
day.
That's
Yeah.
Donnie all day.
You're saying Donald?
Yeah.
That was Joe Biden.
Wow.
Biden made the remark responding to a
I
question about
remember
his
him.
academic record during a
Yes.
campaign stop in New Hampshire
And then he
during his
called-
1987 presidential campaign.
Speaking of that,
yeah.
He ran
you
for president in
Do you guys know what
87?
And he
Trump's
lost
IQ
terribly,
is?
yeah.
Do you guys know what Trump's IQ is? I just read an article about it the other day. I can't remember the exact
It's
number.
higher than anybody's talking to or about.
It's stupid. It's like 150s.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they did, like, the smartest president ever was like Carter or some random dude that nobody gave a fuck about. And it was like, huh, I'll be damned. Like, I read like this whole thing about it. But
Wow.
regardless, I'm not sorry for
Irregardlessly.
anything I've ever done. I have never been disrespectful intentionally to a man or a woman. Biden or Trump?
Ooh, that could go either way.
Are we with Trump?
I'll go Joe.
Would you like to hear it again?
I'm going Joe.
You're going Joe? It was Joe.
Yeah.
Biden said that. Yeah. All right. Next one. I punched my music teacher because I didn't think he knew anything about music, and I almost got expelled. I'm not proud of that, but it's clear evidence that even early on, I had a tendency to stand up and make my opinions known in a very forceful way.
Joe
Trump.
Biden.
Hey, I'm going to go with Biden just
I'm
because
going
he's
Biden,
he's shown
100%
that
Biden.
willingness to fight way
Yeah.
before.
Biden?
Biden.
Biden.
You going Trump?
Yeah.
That was Donald Trump.
Ah, fuck.
That was Donald Trump.
I didn't figure he
That's
knew anything
actually
about
Joe
Joe
music.
Biden has never had the balls to hit anybody in his life.
No, but he's talked about it before.
All right.
But
I cannot believe that a Frenchman visiting Kiev went back home and didn't say he discovered the most beautiful woman in the world. That's my observation. It's certain you have so many beautiful women. Joe or Biden?
Well, Donald's
God.
Joe or Biden?
Donald's married to an Eastern European,
Yeah.
so I'm going to go with the Trumpinator.
I think I'm going to go
God
with
Emperor
I'm going
Trump.
to go with Joe on that one.
You going with Joe?
Yeah.
How about you, Joe?
Yeah, I think that might be a Joe.
That was Joe Biden.
Oh,
God.
Ooh.
This is
Yeah.
harder than you think, dude.
Who'd have thought? You know what? I'm not surprised that Joe is somehow creepier than the current president.
No.
Right? Like, all right.
Creepy Uncle Joe.
The press always asks me, don't I wish I were debating him? No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym. That's what I wish.
That's Joe.
That's Joe.
that's Joe all day.
That's Biden.
That's like one of his more famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
He
one.
said
See,
that in 2016.
But that's
yeah.
why I knew, because Joe Biden will talk the shit, but Trump actually will fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
Trump's
knew.
not going to tell you he's going to beat your
That's
ass.
why I
He's
knew.
just going to
That's
beat
why I
your
knew Trump hit the fucking.
No,
bait
he's going to
teacher.
find an asshole like me or John and be like, hey, here's $1 million. Go fuck that dude up. And be like, done.
Can I do it twice?
It's just like a.
I'll wait till he gets out of the hospital, stand there in the fucking parking lot and hit him again. I don't give a fuck.
What's the bag limit on this? I'm just kind of curious.
I guess we'll have to compare IQ tests. I guess we'll have to compare IQ tests. And I can tell you who is going to win.
Trump.
Dr. Trump.
Yeah.
That was a Donald Trump. Yep.
The I can tell you who's going to win. That's the Trump.
I think I remember him saying that one to a reporter.
Yeah, it was Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. Called him a
okay.
moron.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think he told the story to a reporter.
What was the
or
last
something.
actually like decent sex date we had? Powell?
Mattis?
That was Sec
No,
Def.
it's
That was Sec Def. Sex date.
I would
Powell
say,
was sex date.
Colin Powell. Yeah.
And then because they wanted him to run for president, and he was like, "I'm not going to do it."
He
'cause
would have fucking won.
Well, but he said, "I'm not going to do it because you won't leave my family alone."
What was the? What
They
was
would have
it?
attacked his family, and he's got a daughter, I think, that had some mental health stuff that they were dealing with or whatever. And he was like, "I refuse to let you. I
Never
refuse to
stopped
let
the Kennedys.
I refuse to let my family get drugged through the mud, so that you guys can try and attack me." And so he literally turned down. Not that he didn't want to serve his country, but that he refused to let his family become part of the circus that is
I
politics.
think my man Powell did enough for the country.
Powell's awesome.
Good
I'm
dude.
a fan of fucking
Good.
Colin
Yeah,
Powell.
I agree. All right. Nobody
Who was
has
that
more respect for
douche cunt
women.
That was a sex.
Condoleezza
Sex date.
Rice. Fuck that
No.
whore.
Yeah,
I
she
think it was after
she
that
was
one.
garbage.
Who?
was after
Clinton?
her. There we go.
Yeah.
Nobody has more respect for women than I do. Nobody. Nobody has more respect.
This
we'll
one's
go-
so obvious. Trump.
Yeah,
Trump.
actually Trump.
Yeah.
That is a Donald Trump.
Yeah.
All right.
Biden can't repeat the same word twice
I
because he
want this
forgot
to be
that he
a-
said it.
I want this to be a coffee table book.
You're right. It would be good. What I'm trying to do is go around from town to town, and I'm drawing as big a crowds, bigger than anybody. Have you ever seen
That's
anybody
Trump.
draw bigger crowds
That's Trump.
Yeah,
than
That's
me
Trump. It's all
here in
Trump
this
all
state?
day.
You can tell by the commas.
Yeah.
You're saying Trump?
Trump.
Yeah.
That was Joe Biden.
No.
fucking way.
Biden made the remarks while campaigning in Iowa in August. Fox News reporter Steve
Dude, like 12
Ducey
people showed
then
up to his
responded
shit.
But
that
he's-
he had seen bigger
he's
If I
crowds.
lying
was,
to
if I
himself.
was Trump, I would sue for plagiarism.
Yep. It's packed outside, as you'll be able to see, but it's they've never seen crowds like this over here.
That's Trump.
That's Trump.
Yep.
That was Trump. Yep.
Oh.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Or running into 9 guys she fucked.
That is Biden.
That's Biden.
Yeah.
That's Biden.
Yeah.
That is some fucking racist shit.
That is Biden as fuck.
When these people walk into the room, they don't say, "Oh, hello, how's the weather? It's so beautiful outside. How are the Yankees doing? They're doing wonderful. That's great." They say, "We want deal.
Trump.
We want deal."
Trump. He's talking about the Chinese.
Trump.
I'm gonna go with Biden.
That was Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He's talking about the
That
Chinese,
was
right?
pre-presidency, though.
Yeah, I think that was 2015.
Yeah, it was pre-presidency.
I promise you, you're going to see the single most important thing that changes in America. We're going to cure cancer.
Oh, Biden.
That was Biden.
Trump.
That was Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well,
I gave up my lead.
Well, no,
boys.
because so Trump won't use that. Trump won't use curing cancer as a political
that's
campaign
true.
point.
Yeah.
Where the Democrats would be like, well, if I get elected, I'm going to cure cancer. Like, hey, fuckhead, if you can do that, do it fucking now.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking
You'll
piece
still
of
be
shit.
the most amazing man in the world. Like, if you fucking cure
So what
cancer?
happens if you don't get elected? Then you're not going to cure cancer.
said, fuck
Like,
it, you
piece
can all
of
keep
shit.
cancer.
You might want to calm your tits until I ask this last one.
What?
We will come up with the cures to many, many problems, to many, many diseases, including cancer.
That was Trump during his presidential campaign in
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah, that's Trump.
That was Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So you got 10 out of 15. That's how many you got. How many? What Jazz get? Justin.
All right, so we got Scott coming in with 10,
Yep.
John 11,
Oh,
Jazz 11.
Woo!
So I got 11 when I did it too. It's harder than you fucking think, man. Yeah. Like,
What, that two angry old racist
I think-
fucking rapists
I
are
think
fucking
the moral of the
hard
story
to tell
is
us? Like, they're
it's-
all the fucking same. That's what it boils down
it's
to.
literally douche and a turd again.
No. What this comes down to, part of the reason, is how the media will spin something. Two guys can say the same thing, but the U.S. population thinks that it's because of the contents that the news puts it out.
But
that's the.
I'll tell you right now, thanks to going to college late in life, I've got a lot of people on my social media that are part of that, the Bernie, Obama, miracle crowd.
Yep.
Even that crowd is turning.
Dude,
They're looking at it now
I-
just like, what the fuck?
I got
Like,
an army buddy who is die hard anti-Trump, and he was a big Bernie guy, and he's just like, I'm not going to fucking vote this year.
Yeah, I got a lot of them going. I'm just not voting.
I'm not voting.
I just want to point out that
so I don't plagiarize. I'll say
if you're
this
listening
came
to
from
this
Joe
show,
Rogan.
if you're listening to this show, every person on this show is of age that you could write us in
Yep.
as your vote.
Don't. If you do that, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna, you need to go vote. You absolutely, positively, 100% need to go vote because more happens in that election than just your presidential campaign.
But you need to make your vote count by voting.
You need to at least go to vote your local representative.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Is at
you need
least
to
go
at
vote.
least
And if
vote
it
for
comes
your
down to the
congressman.
presidential candidates and you're going to go, I don't have faith, given
Like,
my vote.
I can't wait
to
till
either one of
AOC
them.
loses because she's about to lose in New York, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
What do you mean, making margaritas during your campaign isn't
Dude,
going to fucking...
she is gonna fucking lose, and it's gonna be great.
Shocker that the bartender defaulted to, let's make cocktails in my kitchen.
Dude, that bitch, I just can't stand her.
She gives a bad name to all bartenders.
She does, man.
At least the Indians are
Mainly
off the
because
hook.
she became a politician.
I bet she was a shitty bartender.
I bet she was an easy bartender.
Probably.
She's got the best tits in politics.
It's
Tulsi.
not like there's a good amount out
that's
there.
true.
Tulsi's my fucking
Tulsi's not bad.
little Hawaiian princess.
Yeah, but you just like Tulsi more because she's not batshit crazy.
Do you know what AOC...
I like Tulsi because she's a veteran.
Yeah.
Do you know what AOC reminds me of? AOC looks like Rosario Dawson if she just went completely off the rails.
AOC reminds me of Facebook.
Yeah,
I can see
she's Facebook as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my fucking beef with Biden and the whole fucking thing right now is so like he's got this accuser, this Tara Reid chick
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he fucking fingered back in
When I
'93,
first heard
right?
that,
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, Joe Biden banged Tara Reid?
The chick with the terrible tit job?
Not that Tara
I
Reid.
was thinking, Tara Reid cares?
But like So like this, she's got like people are like, yep, she told me this story when it first happened. It bothered her for years. This, and he's denied it, right? And all of these fucking assholes, politicians, celebrities, all these fucking like the media.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way: when Kavanaugh was going through his shit with fucking Christy Blasing Ford, CNN put out more than 700
there's been
pieces of media
from CNN. There's been 2 about Tara Reid. I saw that infographic.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, at least be honest.
And the thing
that's
is
all
that
I
the Tara
ask.
Reid thing is like, it's
The thing
exact
is,
date, exact location.
if there was-
like,
if
it's
there-
exact
corroborating
everything.
people,
If there
like-
was one video of a single Republican sniffing a child like Joe Biden did, it would be game over.
There's also multiple videos and pictures of Joe Biden
I know-
sniffing
I know.
multiple people.
There's a 20-minute video you can watch of just that.
yeah.
And there's people that are like on Twitter that are like, we believe you, Tara, but we're still going with Joe. And it's like, you hate fucking Trump that much.
The founder of Me Too.
Did you listen to the
Said
Hillary
that-
Clinton endorsement?
The founder of Me
Oh, it was
Too
great.
He
came
fell
out
asleep.
and said that Joe Biden is proof that even those that have made mistakes can reform and do great things. I'm like, so wait a minute, because he lines up with your political rhetoric, we can forgive the rapist?
Yeah. That's the fucking hypocrisy is mind blowing.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, but the funny thing is that 2016 was a shit show. That was what member of this circus would you like to make president? And it was like we still couldn't learn anything, and now it's 2020. It's like, hey, same show, new cast. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing?
Remember
like,
Little Shop of Horrors? Now it's digitally remastered.
Yeah, I mean. Politics has turned into fucking Hollywood.
Yes,
There's no
it's
original
crazy.
anything, so it's just a reboot of an old story.
Yeah.
Like, it's all we're getting now.
Here's my thing. People bitch about Trump, but he is a rich douchebag from New York City.
And right away,
What did you think
he was a
going-
rich douchebag from New York City before he was the president.
Yeah.
Now he's the president and is still a rich douchebag from New York City. And I hate to tell you this, he's not behaving any fucking differently.
That dude has been so fucking consistent. Like, he's always been a rich douchebag. You know, like, that's fucking
He is
just...
always overpromised.
Yeah.
He has always touted his own shit. Like it's always go watch The Apprentice.
Yeah.
Just go find reruns.
You think Bigley was fucking thought up word that he made during his campaign?
Watch-
No. All right.
Watch a
Huge.
couple episodes of The Apprentice and go, son of a bitch.
That's our president. Holy fuck.
That's the press conference that I just watched last week.
Yeah.
It was just with better production value.
Yeah.
Like,
You can tell they had like cuts.
it's the same shit. It's
Yeah.
the same shit.
It's crazy.
This is a motherfucker. I remember the episode of The Apprentice where that dude on a reality TV show was going to get cut. He was going to get fired from the show or whatever. Dude walked in with a briefcase. He's like, you're fired. And he was like, I appreciate that, but I've got $100,000 in this briefcase says that you'll still consult with me in order to tell me what I need to do in business. And Trump was like, come stand by me. And it was like, dude, that's the guy. He's always been that guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
John?
love him or hate him.
We dump that, please.
Love him or hate him. At least you know who the fuck he is. Like,
Right.
Biden, now that it's all under scrutiny, you're finding out who the fuck this guy is. Like, hate to tell you, nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Like, this.
Nothing's changed.
Now, here's something that everybody needs to consider. This is shit that's been going on for years with this guy. All this creepy shit, all this weird, his racism, the misogyny, all this that was going on.
Yeah, but I don't.
And he was the VP.
Oh, you're talking about that one now. Okay.
Yeah, right. You can't even tell
They're
the difference.
so fucking similar.
Here's the whole thing. He was the VP under Hope and Change.
That's good.
You're telling me that
He just took a break. You didn't know?
Mr. Untouchable had no fucking idea that the second most powerful man in the world was some sort of creepy rapist? Like, no, he did. All those weird sunglass shopping trips and making friendship bracelets for each other.
Yeah.
That means that either somehow
Leg
they
rubbing.
were able to hide the entire history of Biden from the president of the United States, or that president was just cool with it.
I think that's why it took Obama so long to endorse him. Because it took him like fucking forever.
Because
Like,
him, like the rest of the Democratic Party, had his fingers crossed that it would be somebody worth voting for.
yeah. Basically, I think so. I mean,
I'm really hoping that this is going to be like car design.
I'm a super
This
middle
is
of the
just
road
a
guy.
concept, but they'll change it down the
No,
road.
here's what I'm really hoping is like car design runs in cycles, and we'll go through these like 8 to 10 year stints of car design that you're just like, what the fuck?
It's like when the F-150 went all bubbly looking. Everybody's like,
Right.
"Fuck this."
And like all the Pontiac and Chevys like round interiors.
Right.
Like, get rid of that shit.
And just design in general, just in cars across the board. They were just like, we'll try this. And everybody's like, this is fucking awful. It's awful.
Well,
and then
we're
about,
gonna do it
about
for
10 years in,
6-7
they go,
years.
they go, the whole industry just goes, we should just reboot everything.
yeah.
I'm really hoping we're in that bad design stage. I'm really hoping that politics right now is like fashion from 96 to like 04.
We're getting over tight rolled jeans. Jenkos are in right now.
Yeah, right. And we're just like, everybody's like, all right, we tried this out. Everybody's going to hate it. So that way, when we come out with the new models,
It's gonna look
everybody's
so
going to be
fucking
They're
great.
going to be so amazing that everybody's going to buy in.
Let's transition this to vehicle design. So, looking at new vehicles, right? You have adaptive cruise control, you have lane sensing technology, cooled and air conditioned or heated seats.
I can summon my car with a cell phone right now.
So, like a car today that you buy, how much better or different can it possibly be in 5 years from now?
yeah, sure. I'll
Like,
give you that.
What the fuck else
But
are they
right
going to
now,
come up
our
with?
politicians are the equivalent to like a 1986 Buick Delta 88. Like,
It's like the Datsun 210, bro.
nobody
I don't know why
nobody
you guys are
wants
talking
that.
shit on those two cars. It was pretty sweet.
I had a Datsun. I had a D210, man.
Nobody wants that thing. Like right now, we have a presidential campaign right now where you can choose between a Gremlin and a Pinto, and like, and everybody's looking at it going like, I don't want either one of these. And they're like, but it's all we've got.
And then there's like a third party dude who's like, I'm a Corvair. Yeah, it's like, oh, so you're gonna murder us also.
Yeah.
Great.
So all of these at some point are just going to stop and then catch fire. Like that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah,
So I'm
essentially.
really hoping that's where we're at.
Pontiac Tempests.
So,
and shit.
okay. So, if Trump was a vehicle.
Because the third party guy is more
Wait.
like the Pontiac Aztec right
if
now.
Trump is a vehicle, what vehicle is Trump?
He's a Hummer.
Yes, he's a lifted H2.
He's a
Yeah, it's a
lifted
lifted
H2.
H2.
That's exactly what he is.
what it is.
Yeah.
and it's yellow.
He's
No, it's orange, motherfucker.
He's every car that every small dicked dude in the world drives.
Well, okay.
And alternatively, Biden's a Miata.
Yeah,
No, I
like-
can't give him Miata because those are actually like a lot of fun.
yeah.
He's
but
an
that's
Opal.
your
Biden
Biden
style
might be a
car.
lot of fun.
No,
You
I
gotta
seriously
think, dude.
doubt that.
He's
I
fucking
seriously,
blackmailing countries and
I think,
shit.
I think being
Like-
in the same room with Biden, you'd be like,
No. I
don't-
think Biden is those like couple shitty years of the El Camino. He doesn't really know if he's a car or a station wagon or a pickup. Doesn't really have balls. Nobody really fucking wants it at all. But it looks funny and it smells like
the,
shit.
the late years of the El Camino. Yeah.
That would have been a good spot for the Pontiac Aztec.
I think I'm actually Biden's a Pontiac
No.
Aztec of politics right now.
Beto is the Aztec.
No, he didn't even make it. He didn't even make it off the fucking production
No,
line.
Beto's a
That
fucking
motherfucker.
moped.
He's a fucking
Yeah.
smart car.
He was
Yeah.
Vespa's concept.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, right now we have a Pontiac Aztec up against.
Oh,
No, we have
lifted
a
H2.
lifted H2. Biden might also be like that Ram 1500 panel van that's been rattle canned, like that.
With free candy on the side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
like you're looking at your choices right now, going like,
Yeah.
I don't want either one.
I
Of
don't
these.
want to drive any of this.
What was that fucking shitty
They're
fucking
both
the
used.
Ford
They're both out of
Aerostar.
production. Like,
Oh,
The
yeah.
Ford Aerostar minivan.
There you go.
That's a good Joe
I
Biden.
wrecked one of those.
That's a good Joe Biden.
I wrecked one of those one time.
Damn near killed him.
Nope.
Wrecked him.
I think it's
The
lifted
inside or the
H2,
outside?
lifted H2 versus Pontiac Aztec.
Sure.
Those are your choices right now.
Yeah. I like it.
They're both old. They're both out of production. Nobody wants them.
Yeah.
There was no redeeming qualities to either one.
You know what they need to do instead of doing a fucking campaign
Like politics right now looks like shopping at a Southside used car lot. Like that's
instead of doing fucking like a traditional campaign, they should just do like a celebrity death match. And it's the two candidates against
I think
each
Trump
other.
would fuck him up, dude.
But no,
Yeah.
it's like actual those two people in a fucking death match. Like not
All right,
like
hold
the
on.
cartoons.
Hold on. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Breaking shit. I was just trying to lift it. There we go.
Got excited.
I have an idea.
Oh,
Here we go.
good thing we're all seated.
Wait.
You spawned an idea.
I got one more comment on
What
the
do you got?
Aztec.
Yeah.
It has 452,000 miles on it.
And no AC.
And no AC.
And it lives in Arizona.
I got an idea. You spawned an idea.
Okay.
And I appreciate it, John.
Let's do it.
I do.
Fight to the death.
All right. We call Dana White. And we get him involved with the whole
Him and Trump are buddies.
like local training centers where you can like train to audition.
I thought you were going to go with paid per view and getting rid of the national debt.
Nope. Wait for it. Hold on. I have a
That's a
holistic.
good idea, too.
I have a holistic plan, and it's gonna. I spent a solid.
holistic plan.
I spent a solid 60 seconds on it. So
I will not interrupt.
So we call Dana White. Dana White already has a system put in place for like regional training centers where you can go, you can train. That'll get you qualified to be able to fight in the UFC. Then you can enter the like amateur brackets. You can work your way up to get your pro card, right?
Sure.
Whole tree
Okay.
to work your way up to try and fight for the belt. So 2 years running up, you start regional training centers for combat for politicians. They go to the regional training centers, the ones that make it through that can show that they have the fundamentals of being able to get through that combat.
Yeah.
They get to move into the amateur rankings. Those amateur rankings then work up through tiers to earn their pro cards. Then you have to start fighting on the national level for pro cards, all the way up until you have your 2 top contenders. And then they have to fight it out for the presidency. And we do the whole thing on serialized television on the major networks so we can sell ad space. But in order to carry it,
Rob.
but in order to carry it, 10% of all that ad space has to be pumped directly back into
The Winners Campaign Fund.
No.
Okay.
The winners aren't allowed to run a campaign. It has to all be about, they can have a hype man. They can't run a campaign,
I want that job.
right? So you can be a hype man. Can't run a campaign. 10% of all ad revenue from that has to be put immediately back into the national debt and the cost of funding the thing. To actually figure out who wins the presidency, it's trial by combat, winner take all, but it will start with a quiz, Lincoln Douglas style debate, immediately followed by hand-to-hand combat, all done on pay-per-view at $79.95 with probably $3,000 streaming rights if you're at a bar, and all of that money has to go immediately towards the national debt. Or
the written test,
or
the
all of the
winner,
money. Hold on, let me finish, and then we can get to that.
The winner, okay.
Or conversely, all of the money that is raised via that pay-per-view in order to watch who becomes the president is the only working budget that they get during their presidency.
And the winner of the written tests, for however much you outscore your opponent, you get the choice of weapons.
So the written test is one question.
So essentially, Dan Crenshaw is going to be the president.
Yes.
Yeah.
The written test is one question.
100%.
That's why you have to have the
Freedom
written test portion.
or safety.
Yes.
Right.
That's
I'm
it.
telling you, dude, if they put Dan Crenshaw up this next run after fucking Trump as a Republican,
Oh, he's getting my vote.
I bet you he wins. Who the fuck doesn't want a scary pirate seal as a president?
Yeah. Somebody who can legit talk shit to Putin.
I will fucking kill you
I'd rather
right
have
now.
like a scary pirate orca.
Putin, you don't know, but you're already dead.
Yeah, right? He's like, God. His Secret Service guys are like, why the fuck am I even here?
Hey man, when shit goes down, I'm gonna stack on you.
Like, fuck.
He's just telling his Secret Service guys, he's like, just so you know, if some shit goes down, you need to drop your weapon so I can pick it up.
Normally, the Secret Service plays basketball with their president. No, Secret Service is going to do. I got a lighter. Secret Service is going to do like sparring and range time. Like
All of White House is just going to turn into a fucking airsoft field for training.
Oh, imagine going on one of those White House tours Wow, what the fuck?
It'd be like,
God damn it, Mr. President.
did I walk into fucking Modern Warfare 2? What the fuck?
It's fucking awesome.
Fucking running around in nothing but silkies and a fucking airsoft AR. What are the throat mics? Don't move. Like,
People stop fucking
sir?
around. Just saying.
I'm telling you.
The Secret Service starts taking care of the tour people.
I'm just saying, we need to get back to the old school when kings used to be at the front of the fucking charge. Like when it was like,
Fucking A, dude.
I would like to see Jerry Nadler go through that program.
all right, all right.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm just saying it'd filter out things like AOC and shit.
Yeah, but Greg Abbott wouldn't be around.
Sure he would.
What was he gonna do?
Don't underestimate that motherfucker.
Just jousting. He's gonna roll in.
So
Is there
you
a
just
ramp
talked
to
about
get into the octagon?
you just talked about needing a lighter. One thing we skipped was what are we smoking, boys?
Oh, that's right.
Ooh, cigars.
Hey, nailed it.
Oh.
Mission accomplished.
We are smoking.
Drop the
cigars.
banner.
I am on my second 762 Garrison Risotto, and it is delicious.
Yeah.
Goes good with this Telemadu that I'm having.
Tell them do.
Mikey,
I'm on the 556 Garrison Corojo.
my man.
Yes, sir.
Big John.
50 Garrison, a Scuro Maduro.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't smoked one of these in a little while. I went at the river over the weekend. I'm like, oh, I forgot how delicious this is.
I think that might be my second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I might try and give a handy to see if there's Lanceros sitting around.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm in.
Begin,
go skiing.
sir.
Yeah.
You can go skiing.
Jazz, by the way, I asked for you. They said you could put your extra cigars in their humidor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mighty kind of you guys.
I asked for you. He did, however, say that they're going to be open season. Like they're just going to smoke them, but
Whatever.
They're
That's
not
what's in
gonna
that
smoke all
bin.
of them.
They're
I
not-
will replace one with each one I take.
That's a deal. I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
but I did ask for you.
I appreciate it.
Just in case you forgot.
I appreciate it.
I got you back, man.
So, all right. So we handled the business. Well, no, we handled what we're smoking. So now there's some business to handle. If the oh so resounding review that we just gave of these amazing cigars sounds delicious to you, you can go check out warfightertobacco.com.
That's true.
To get all of these fine smokes. Not only are you going to get a premium cigar built by premium people that's owned by mediocre guys.
Yes.
That sounds about
See what I
right.
did there?
really
See what
accurate.
I did there? They are a small business and they're good people, and you should throw them a bone here and there. But if you find a coupon box on there,
Cooping.
you can throw in Freedom Friends and score yourself a sweet 15% off.
Sweet.
And you can also drop
15%.
little notes to John and Scott.
I will tell you that
You have to speak in Old English for Scott to understand, though. So you have to look
John
up that translation.
really, really likes pictures of dicks.
That's also true.
Like really likes them. So
And
if
his
you,
Instagram handle is @WarfighterJohn.
yeah, if you can draw a good picture of a dick,
Or have a picture of a good
Or
dick.
take a hell of a picture of one.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
At Warfighter John,
he
you can
likes-
slide
he
into
likes-
his DMs smoother than
likes-
CLP, boys.
He
That's
likes
right.
dicks during activities like doing the Batwing.
well, he's a heavy gun guy. He's more of an
Uh,
LSAT lube dude.
Yep.
What's the little man on the trampoline?
Yeah, the bald man on the trampoline.
Bald man on the
Bald man on the
trampoline.
trampoline.
That's a
really
great
good
one.
Oh, like the mouse on a tramp.
Yeah,
I like the mouse on a tramp.
That's fun.
So,
That's good for the whole
Or the
family.
sailboat. Little sailboat.
so there you go. There's your week-long mission. Buy cigars, send John dicks.
Yeah.
That's we task you to go forth and do great things.
Absolutely.
Send your buddies dicks.
And yeah, send your buddies dicks. And sticks and dicks.
Sticks
That's,
and dicks. That's what it is. Hey.
Matter of fact, if you put in the note sticks and dicks, I bet you one of these guys will draw a dick on the cigars when they're
Or
mailing
might
it to
put-
them. Little
might put
box
a
of
dick on
cigars.
your box.
Yep, we'll put a dick on your box. Sticks and dicks. I don't have anything in my glass.
Uh-oh.
What do you need?
Oh, you definitely can't freedom
you,
like that.
dump that-
we have
could you dump
quite
that
the
out?
selection.
I don't know how JMO and orange peel is gonna go, but
Oh, delicious.
I'd be fine, dude.
He'll dump it for you.
fuck it. We're living dangerously.
Oh,
JMO cocktail. There you go.
There you
That's-
go.
There. Now I have stuff in my glass.
That's a JMO fashion, not an old.
It's just a JMO fashion.
a JMO fashion.
Fashionless JMO.
So, boys, I'm gonna raise this glass and say, God damn it, thank you for being my freedom friends.
Oh.
And to all of you out there in
That
Facebook
stretch
land,
was real, dude.
we thank all of you for being our freedom friends. We encourage you to smash that like,
Smash
share,
that share.
subscribe,
Smash
whatever
all
the
the
buttons
buttons.
are. If there's
Smash all the
buttons on
buttons.
whatever you're listening to this, smash that
Just
shit.
push those, yeah.
If they're stars or hearts or
Push your
whatever,
wife's
max them
buttons.
shits out. Leave
Push
us
your
a
wife's friends'
review.
buttons.
We do that.
Please leave us a review. We read them. We love them.
We love them.
And even if they're shitty, we laugh at them.
And hashtag sticks and dicks. Let's see if we can't share that around.
Let's get that trending.
Let's get that trending.
Sticks and dicks.
Hashtag sticks and dicks. And as always, we encourage you to tell your mom, tell your friends,
Tell your mom's friends.
Mom's friends.
tell your mom's friends.
Mom's friends matter.
That the Freedom Friends are out there, and we would love to have them come hang out. John is still single, looking to mingle.
That's a true story.
And until next time, from all of us here at the Freedom Friends, we highly encourage you
Highly.
to
Very high.
smoke on, drink on, and God damn it,
Oh, freedom fuck on, boys.
Just freedom it the fuck on.
we'll see you boys next time.
Yeah.